I may not be the sharpest crayon on the tool shed, but I know a couple things. I know I like intelligent people, and if intelligent people say something in an angry way, that's alright. I got no problem with that. You can school me, you can yell at me, you can say F you, Richter, but tell me something intelligent. I can forgive that. And I don't mind if you're a numbskull. I don't mind if your two little brain cells rubbing together, sometimes they miss each other. I don't mind that, as long as you're kind of a cheerful person, happy person, benevolent person, and kind of at least a pleasant person to be with. I don't mind you're not too smart. That's the way God made you, so I can't blame you for that. But after reading all the comments on my last video, all I got to say is I think half of the people posting are angry and stupid. Hey YouTube. So I enjoyed the interaction I had with a lot of you in the last video. Thank you for the video responses. Thank you for all the comments. As usual, the video I put least effort into gets the most responses. I want to bring your attention to this video called Jizz in My Pants, and tell me what you think about this. I'm not going to say anything about it, just watch this clip.
Next day, my alarm goes off and I jizz in my pants.
Open my window and a breeze rolls in and I jizz in my pants.
When Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense, I jizzed in my pants.
I just ate a grape and I jizzed in my pants.
I went jizz.
Now, that video is made by a new, I guess, new YouTuber named The Lonely Island. And, of course, you might have recognized them from SNL, the SNL people, Andy Samberg, and some other people who I don't really recognize. But what's funny about that video is that it is not flagged. It's not flagged, and it is #1 most viewed this week in comedy in the world. And it's got literally 50 awards, 50 honors, whatever. It's got 16,074 5-star ratings, 2,200,000 views almost, and it's not censored. Now, wow, isn't that amazing? Is that part of YouTube's new policy? They're going to promote that video, right? They're not taking that video off any list. It apparently is on all the lists, right? On the other side of the spectrum, you have Gypsy K. Now, Gypsy K, some of you might know, he used to be quite prominent here. Let's do a little backstory on Gypsy K. I don't know the full story, so this is all hearsay, but some of it from him. There was a Canadian YouTube last year, and Gypsy K went there, and he got a bit intoxicated, yelled at YouTube staff, really yelled at them from what I hear, and he also twisted the wine cone's nipples. Oh, sorry. So, now of course the wine cone is and was even more so then one of YouTube's prime, entertainers, revenue bringers. People come to the site. He won the award for best video 2 years ago, March I think it was, New York Times. Anyway, so the other problem is YouTube, of course, staff. YouTube is made of human beings, and you cannot blame YouTube if they hold a grudge against Gypsy K. Now, who knows how offensive he was, really. I mean, if I were them, maybe I'd be the same way. But as a result, apparently, YouTube staff has a bit of a grudge against Gypsy K. And whenever he steps out of line, they put him back. They like to remind him who's boss by either erasing his channel or, like they did last week, taking down his video. Now, the video they banned was just him saying the F word many, many times. At the end of the... Now, at first I thought, oh, that's why they did it. They banned it because he said the F word. But at the end of the video, they had a very short audio clip of George Carlin's infamous monologue called The 7 Words You Cannot Say on Television. Anyway, that video was taken down for TOS violations. Was that TOS violation the F word, or was it the copyright thing? We'll never know, because YouTube, really doesn't have to explain anything to us, and I'm used to that, unfortunately. I did have a chance to talk to our YouTube staff, or ex-YouTube staff member at the Tokyo Live. And I won't say his name, but he did say, he said, of course we care about you guys, but there's 50,000 of you to care about. And he also did say that when they get emails, they're always like 3 weeks behind. Or when he got, I think when he started, they were 3 weeks behind answering emails. So yeah, there's tons of emails that come in. And think about the petty things people are probably emailing them about, like, I can't get this to work, or how do I do this, I'm sure those emails are coming in too. But if they care in a good way, you can also assume that some of them are human and hold grudges and are petty. And if any YouTube staff is watching this, I would say you really got to get past, I don't I can understand completely if Gypsy is a dick, and of course you have every right to ignore me. I don't know what he did to you guys, but I think you gotta get past the fact. You gotta get past it, you know. I mean, Gypsy, he's a dick. Just ignore him. But you gotta be fair. Most importantly, you have to be fair in the way you implement these new restrictions on people. You can't just promote this one guy. You're going to say you're saying you're not going to promote sexually suggestive videos, but you got a video that's probably offending all the people with pre-ejaculation problems all over the world. You know, a lot of people with that problem. But people like Gypsy K, just because you don't like him, I mean, come on, that doesn't make any sense. And it's, you know, you can say, oh, it's a TOS violation. We have every right. Sure, you have every right, but you should be more across the board instead of like focusing on him. Just ignore him. Just don't even watch him. Well, whatever. That's it about them. But the other problem is that although YouTube is made of people, YouTube is a corporation and they are losing money. Apparently, this is the rumor. I don't know. But everyone says they're losing money, and if they are, then of course we need them as users on YouTube. We need them to make more money. One thing I sometimes get some slack about, oh, you're a partner, you're sold out. Yeah, you know what? Maybe so, but half of all the revenue that my videos and other partners' videos bring in helps support the site. We get half the revenue, YouTube gets half the money, and believe me, it's a very small amount of money. But combined, it's quite a bit of money. So those people who, you know, bitch about, oh, you sold out, you know, you guys should, if you care about YouTube, if you enjoy this site, you should all be selling out because your revenue will help support the site. And maybe they wouldn't have to do things like, well, you know, rack their brains to figure out how to make this site work. And one of those things is apparently now cleaning up the site of profanity and sexually, you know, those sexual videos. Now, another problem is that I went over to the Japanese, you know, teaching page the other day. You know, I do education videos on another channel. I went over there. Mine was like number 3 in most whatever, some list, right? But all the videos surrounding it were porno anime or just porno. Okay, they're not education videos. They were just, well, they could have been, but I really doubt the animation videos were teaching anybody anything. They were just, you know, flooded. People are just uploading crap. And YouTube's got to, you know, who wants to do that? If you want to, what's the point of having categories if you go to the education area or the car section or whatever section you're looking for and it's all pornography? So you can't blame them that way, right? So, there's all these little practical matters that you have to think about before you start bitching about it. The other thing that kind of bothered me was that I actually like the word fuck because it is not used that much. Fuck does have a powerful, you know, it's an expletive, right? Where's the punch to it if everybody starts using it? In a way, we should be thankful that YouTube is just like the world, you know, a little bit. And some of you are like, oh, well, I don't want it to be like the world. This is where I can get away. Well, nobody says you can't use it. All they're saying is they're going to take you. They're not going to promote you and take you off those lists. Now, there is something I have to completely concede on. I have to concede on one point, and that point is that it is dishonest for YouTube to take it off the list. There should be maybe 2 lists. There should be like maybe a link somewhere that shows all the master list of who's actually where. But maybe it's in you know, it's just a text. It's just a text list or something, and there should be another list where the actual videos pop up, like on the front page right now, where you can actually click on those things. Now, personally, I don't care about those lists. I haven't looked in a long time to see, you know, if I've made any of those lists. I don't even know. I'm not interested. But I do agree that yes, it is dishonest for YouTube to be altering those lists in any way. So I completely concede on that point. About free speech and all that crap, you know. A lot of you make arguments that don't make sense. For example, YouTube is replacing media, so we should have free speech on media. But you don't have free speech on media. The other thing people misconstrued was I didn't say that if you say the word fuck, you have nothing good to say. I said if you need the word fuck to express one idea, if that is the core vibe vibrating through your idea, then I doubt it's worthy of being. You know, come on, what is it really? I've got no problem with the word fuck. Use it all you want. I would say, for those of you who like to pretend you're rebels and fighting, you know, the man or whatever, you know, I know some of you don't like those expressions. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Make quality videos and use the word fuck. Fine. And maybe someday things will change, but for now, that's the way life is. You know, that's the way life is. Life is not fair. Guess what? Life is not fair. Yeah, I wish it could be more fair in your direction, but it's not. That's the way life is. I'm not saying you shouldn't fight it. Keep fighting it. Keep making good responses, but just making some of the stupid responses. Sorry, Well, you know, I didn't agree with your logic. Let's just say that. I'll be nice about it. The other thing I don't get is the public soapbox stuff. Some Amendum made a video apparently bitching about me. Next time, put your tags in your video. I'd appreciate it. I put your name in my tags when I talk about you. Oh, I try my best not to. It seems very ironic to me that one of the biggest censors on YouTube, you know, if you want to show humanity how to behave, then you have to show humanity you can behave, you can interact with us. Otherwise, no one's really going to give you much. No one's going to listen to you. You know, if you're erasing comments, you're actually erasing my comments. What's the point? You know, I'm supposed to listen to you about free speech? Come on. I mean, even if you think it's completely different, just to help communicate and get your point across. If you actually want to convince someone, then you've got to have a little more integrity. And erasing comments and blocking people, in my opinion, is not a way to show that you have any integrity. Though, I enjoy talking to you. And second, enough of that. And I don't understand the public soapbox stance that some of you say, oh, YouTube is public soapbox and it's replacing. No, it's not. It's a privately owned company. And unless they do something to make some money out of it, it's not even going to be that anymore. It's just going to be, remember that website that used to exist? Too bad they went out of business. On a final note, if you really care about the word fuck and you think it's really necessary in your video, I don't understand why a lot of you don't just beep it out. Spend 10 more minutes at the end of your video. What is really such a, what's the big deal about putting a beep instead of saying motherfucker, you say mother beep? You know, I don't think people are going to be confused like, hey John, what do you think that guy's trying to say in that video? It's beeped out, I can't figure it out, you know. I think people are going to know what you're talking about. Yeah, so if there's a good argument against that, against beeping, I'd like to know what that is, you know. I mean, do you really need to hear the word fuck? Oh, I never heard it before. I need it in my ears. Oh. Yeah, I don't get it. Final note, Miss Pac-Man 08 and Mad Hatter made very good responses. Pyro's response was pretty good too, but it's mostly to a commenter in the comment war. I've never seen Pyro before. Miss Pac-Man actually didn't recognize because I saw her in other videos and I just thought, that girl's hot. But this time I just thought, that girl's smart too. So yeah, Brains and Beauty. Mad Hatter used to think he was just a hater, but he made a very heartfelt video about why he thinks it's important to say the word fuck in his videos. And it's a pretty good video. I mean, I can't, in the end, you got to go back to the same argument. YouTube is a private enterprise. I can't get around that. I can't get my head around that. But it's a good video. I was looking forward to getting a string of expletives flung at my face from the Mad Hatter, because I know he doesn't like me very much. But he actually made sense. So that was good too. Alright, but I'm looking forward to a future string of expletives in my face. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.